I'm too big for this. I get it off the strand. Hold it the weight of the world. Never seen nothing like this. I had to do it for me.
Bunch of fantasy losers. Hey, I won, thank you very much. I won my game, even though I had two guys with over 30 points on the bench.
Don't turn me down.
I picked the wrong quarterback.
Do it for the city. We the talk of the town. Don't turn me up. Don't turn me down. Feeling like proud top saying shutting down niggas on camera.
That's a lot to unpack with the whole Diddy thing.
I mean, look, it was a long time coming, and there was always jokes.
Gross.
Fuck! Sorry, I'm sorry. I guess, like, Freudian slip.
Can't compromise who I am. Can't turn my back on my team. LC said
I hear Black Rock is the ones that made the Hurricane.
I thought it was from people spinning around really fast in a swimming pool.
Oh, man, so are you saying that we caused Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah, 15 years ago in the above ground pool. We gotta start the show.
Get away with this, Batman.
We gotta bring those back.
We need a new theme song. What, the jumpsuits?
Tracksuits. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a decent show for you.
A diddler of a show, as it were.
Here on episode 183.
Ooh, that was sexy.
Nice. So sit back, relax, enjoy, or try to, and let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther.
We're the
Y'all
Funky Panther.
suck. Javier, where were you?
I did it.
I know, but it was lame. It was no yell. Left me out to gel. You know what I mean?
All right, so I guess...
Hang on. Okay. Hey, hang on.
Fuck me, right? Fuck me running.
Yep.
Sorry.
Get in here. We got to start the show. We're not doing it again. We got to start the show.
This is what you do when you bitch, Chad. This is what happens.
I've made a huge mistake.
Say what I did.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from the Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a decent show for you here on episode 183. So, sit back, relax, try to enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm the diddler.
And I'm Tim.
And we are the Funky Panther!
Yeah, that was
okay.
strong.
Was that better?
That was.
Is baby happy? Is baby happy?
Got my blood pumping where it needs to go.
On the group chat, let's see. Johnny says, what did y'all talk about on the first 30? I forgot. All Diddy, all day, baby.
It really was.
Hold on.
It was too much Diddy. It was just all Diddy. Here, cheers. Let's see if this is any good. Probably not.
It's not gonna be sweet.
Yeah. All right. It's like the thing that we get in Nickel City, or I get in Nickel City.
Yeah, like a little, like a highball.
Yeah, just a little highball.
It's not bad. I like it. Alcohol, right? Thanks. Obviously, everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching if you have. Normally, we do the first 30 on YouTube. Are we going to put this, what we've done, on the episode?
I'm just going to we're going to throw it all out there tonight.
We'll throw it out there. So, Chad's back. So, obviously, we didn't get into the stuff we happened to talk about or what he has done since we've all been gone. Words. Son of a bitch, my mind.
I know. It's beautiful.
You're listening to the Funky Panther with Chad, Tim, and Javier.
Dude, we need to do a radio show. We just need to act like we're doing a radio show and then hope that people jump in every now and then.
Hey, I want to call and tell you, you fucking suck. Oh, thank you, random caller. It's me, your dad.
I just had a random thought. When y'all were in like middle school, high school, probably middle school is probably more likely. Did y'all ever listen to the Disney radio?
Always.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no. Hold on.
Shit.
Now, it was whenever I was growing up, it was Radio Oz. It wasn't, and then Disney bought it.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what happened? And they played like, remember they had the Disney Jock Jams?
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to that?
Yes, I loved that.
I fucking loved it. I loved those.
I was listening to Q102.
Of course you were, you fucking dirtbag.
And what was that, 90...
Jesus Christ.
99.7 or Z-Rock?
99.7, the Diddy.
See, we could totally do radio things.
We could do radio things, and we've been accused of doing this as a radio show, so...
Have we?
mean, couldn't we just play music and then just talk and then play music a little bit and then act like
You're listening to the Funky Panther with Chad, Tim, and Javier.
That's you.
So if you grew up here in Fort Worth, God damn it, Tim, shut it off. If you grew up here in Fort Worth, I would like to know what you listened to growing up, because my parents, it was always, I had to listen to Radio Disney or Radio Oz on my own. Like, I had my own radio in my room. Growing up,
I listened to Kiss FM too.
Oh yeah, I loved Kiss FM.
Obviously, because I remember trying to record Coolio on my tape and missing it 3 times, but luckily it played like 4 times in an hour on the radio, so I finally got the beginning of it to start my mixtape.
But like, what did everybody listen to? Because my parents listened to, there was one called La Pantera, and to this day I've wanted to get the tag, like the radio tag they played for that, because it was always like La Pantera, and I wanted to get that drop so bad.
Was that here in DFW?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah,
I'm sure we could probably find it on YouTube.
I've tried, but I listened to Radio Disney, but then all the time was Kiss FM, and then whenever it hit like 98, 99, I was listening to K104, K104, and started watching Flava. Do you ever watch Flava TV?
No, I don't feel like I was the
demographic.
Yeah, I was not the right demographic for that.
There was they played rap videos like at 11 o'clock at night. And
I watched it at 11 o'clock at night.
Wait, let me guess. Deep Ellen Live?
Hell yeah.
What?
Oh, I love it. I love those commercials. Dude, I was like, I want to see.
This came up in Italy, actually, because they were doing, I don't know if you remember, they would do these like spray paint, and they would flame up these like things, and they would make like, I don't know, they would do these like street paintings and like sell them at Deep Ellum, and they were doing those in Italy. And I thought about it, I was like, I remember watching this show about Deep Ellum late at night. It got a little raunchy, like right before the commercial. Well, at the same time, all the commercials for like Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, or Jerry Springer 2 out for TV.
They were just like at night. It got.
No, I remember the commercials, but I don't remember this Deep Ellum Live.
You don't? Do you never saw it?
No.
Like, I wanted to go to Deep Ellum because I was like, oh, there's titties here.
Yeah,
there is titties here.
It seemed like the best place to be. And then you realize that people just die there.
Respectfully. Now people die there. But like back in the day.
They're probably dying back then too.
It was just people, like, all the videos were women flashing the camera. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is cool.
And there was some show called Perfect 10. And I don't remember anything about the show except for there was a lot of titties. But like, that is all I remember.
My favorite was the Hawaiian.
I think it was an actual like, show. But I didn't care. I was there for the show, but not the show. You know what I mean?
Did you ever watch the Hawaiian Tropics?
No.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, it was a bikini contest. Yeah.
Bro, like the stuff you used to try to get away with to look at nudity on TV was wild.
Channel 21.
I'm going to tell you.
Come through staticky, but every now and then.
I'm going to tell you the best hack. The best hack. So if you didn't know this, but DirecTV, they had pay-per-view movies that you could rent.
Yeah.
Did you know that they show the first 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. And in the first 5 minutes, softcore porn is happening.
Like they had
it comes right into it.
And so what you do? So what you do is you just got to make it takes a little time, but you got to make a mixtape.
Did you make a mixtape?
I made a mixtape.
Hell yeah!
You gotta get one of the old cassettes and you just like record. So like that, as it's going on, like like you're in it for the long haul because you can't do anything and you're just got to take care of this and get this all set up and then.
Just give me 2 minutes of good action and then I'm good. Just 2 minutes. That's all I need.
Yeah, but you don't want the same 2 minutes every time.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I pick the good video. I pick this, but except for your
this
being in Texas.
This one's a winner for at least 3 months.
Yeah.
But you just got to make the mixtape. So like
Boner Jams 08. Speaking of which, I was watching Hervey, a longtime listener, first time caller, had the video. I was watching the Four Loko video of Jesus' bachelor party. And I remember I was watching it and I was chugging it. And then Hervey was like, Boner Jams 08. Because I was like, I think I was saying, my brothers get my truck, my older brother gets my debt. And then at one point I was like, some friends I have, and we're all like, see, I told you he would say that shit. Remember, because I was really emo back then? Like being a real baby back bitch.
You've changed a lot since then.
I'm still kind of
we know.
Lame. But those were the days. I looked so funny and young.
The more I think about it, instead of getting a perm, let's get Javier to get a scene haircut, like one of those scene boy haircuts.
No.
Yeah, with like
is it
some
because
like
of the way it looks
over
right
his
now?
face.
Yeah, like just kind of over one side, swooped, like your brother, something like your brother had.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's get a little Eric
Get
haircut.
a little Eric hair going.
Yeah, I don't remember the Deep Ellum.
Yeah, man, it just wanted to hang out over there for the longest time. It was
For the longest time.
Let me ask a question here, because it's been what 2?
That's bad.
How long has it been
since
It's been 2 weeks since y'all recorded.
since we recorded, and it's been almost a month since you.
I think 3 weeks
it
for
has
us since
been-
we recorded.
Yeah,
No, it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
And 3 for me.
So a lot's happened in the 3 weeks.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I went to the state fair.
I went to the state fair too. We went together.
We ate food.
Oh.
We ate food.
It was good.
We
held hands.
I was about to buy Cutco knives.
He almost got suckered into it.
How come you always both get suckered in buying some shit at the state fair? What is wrong with you?
I didn't buy anything this year.
Yeah, because you blew your load on the mattress.
And it's, I mean, you're not wrong. It's a good mattress, though. It's a good mattress.
But those Cutco knives, I have Cutco knives at home. And
Why'd you need to buy new ones?
well, they had these new like hatchet looking like cleavers. Like they had a cleaver for bone, cutting through bone.
Because you cook so much that you cook things that you need to cut through bone.
Yes.
I mean, he would cook more, I think, if he could cut through bone.
Lying sack of shit.
It's like that scene in Garden State when he tries to return the knives. He's like, they don't cut cans. He's like, it's like, why are you trying to return these knives? I saw in the commercial that they cut cans, and look, I just want my money back. They don't cut cans. And then the guy is like, do you have dreams? I know I do.
I want to add that to my list. That's such a good movie. It's been so long since I've seen it.
I need to watch it again.
It's so
I really
good.
do. Oh, did I? Oh, we'll talk later. But yeah, no, the state fair, we tried the foods.
Best food.
The chicken, the jerk chicken.
Yeah, the jerk chicken macaroni and cheese.
Ooh,
really
that sounds
good.
fucking
was
great.
Very good.
We didn't try I think that was one of the top winners. Or
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
the winner.
Yeah. Oh, you had the fried peanut butter and
Oh
jelly.
yeah, I always do a fried.
That was so
PB&J.
fucking delicious.
That's good.
It's good.
I had the thing. We had corn dog before we left. We had a corn dog. I didn't get a turkey leg because I was at that point. I was just.
I heard turkey legs are just ham.
I heard that too.
What?
Yeah,
They're not
but
just ham.
that's a lie because I've bought turkey drumsticks at Target.
I've never seen a turkey leg that big, or a turkey have a leg that big.
I mean, it makes a little bit of sense, but like ham's not that tendony, I don't think.
Well, whenever for
Turkey legs are very tendony.
for Thanksgiving, my mom always gives me and Gil the
ham
drumsticks.
leg.
The ham legs, yes. So me and Gil always get those. Like we're the oldest, so she's like, they get them, and my brother's like, we want those too. He's like, no, you can't. They're the oldest. But that's the only thing I didn't get. I was going to get one for Oktoberfest, but I'm like, we're going to go to the state fair tomorrow anyway, and so
What about desserts? Any good desserts?
I didn't get dessert
I
yet.
think the dessert was the peanut butter
PB&J,
PB&J.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get that.
What else?
with bananas. It was good.
Like
we looked at the cars.
We did the bacon,
What?
the burn ends.
What?
Oh yeah, the burnt bacon ends.
Yeah, it's candied bacon burn ends.
No.
They were okay.
Oh, okay.
I've had better. I've had lots of good quality barbecue.
Like Heim, your favorite?
Yeah, they were
Gross.
good.
Yeah, those were really juicy and tender. It was a lot of meat, and they ruined my shirt that I got in Arizona.
You got grease on it.
I had grease on my shirt.
Yeah.
Use
I had
Dawn.
like a sloppy boy. I try to use Shout.
No, use
No?
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, they use Dwan on the.
They use Dawn on Dux.
On-
So
on
put it on your
Dux.
shirt.
Yeah,
Gets
baby-
the grease
baby
off.
Dux.
Gets the oil off. Put the Dawn on that shirt. Let it sit. Let it marinate. The Dawn.
But we also saw cars over there. We always got to go look at the new cars that are coming out.
Oh, did y'all see the new 4Runner? Was it there? I bet you it was.
Was it there?
It probably
I didn't
was.
see it.
Oh,
Because
they always have the new ones.
my main thing, I wanted to go. I saw that at the Detroit Auto Show they had the new Prelude, and so I wanted to see the new Honda Prelude.
It's not.
And it wasn't there. The VW, the van, the
VW bus.
the VW bus was there, the all electric
no shit.
one.
They're bringing that back.
I think it's pretty cool. I was looking because I want to get a new truck, obviously, but like those new ones, there wasn't anything over there that was over like 75,000. Surprisingly, even the Silverado.
Oh, no, the truck things. No, that EV one was over 75,000. They didn't have the price on there, but that thing starts.
I
Out
think
high.
it was.
They're all showing the fucking minimum though.
Yeah, that was
MSRP.
Most of the vehicles are going to be 75. That's why like cars right now are like struggling. Like lots are starting to pick back up again, fill up.
Well, the interest rates are just ridiculous. I think starting out it's like 9%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to get it down to maybe if I do get one, I'll refinance to like 6 or 3% because my credit's
Let's do a lease.
going up.
6 or 3.
I don't know. I just want to.
He drives too much.
I do drive too much. I do. I drive you crazy if you let me.
Yeah, but it is a tax write-off because you're using it for work.
True, I do use it. I do write that off.
Yeah, but a lease, I think it's different. Like, is it completely like written off or some shit?
No,
Like different than a purchase.
That might be something to talk to your
I
tax
got to
expert
talk to my
about,
tax
yeah.
lady about
Yeah.
that. But yep, done. You already dried it. In
Isn't
the
there a
dryer.
weight
It's
thing?
ruined.
Huh?
Isn't there like a weight thing that you can write off your business to?
Like how much it can like tow and shit like that?
Like that's why people get G wagons because they weigh a certain weight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Talk to, yeah,
It's weird.
You get a G wagon and
There's
not
some
have to
weird
pay for it
fucking
at the end.
laws and tax things out there that we don't know anything about because we're too poor.
I should have asked Trump's tax man because that motherfucker don't pay taxes.
Tax man.
Let's see. What else did we do over the time Chad was gone?
I did go to Oktoberfest. I missed
did
all
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Did Oktoberfest,
So
yeah.
fill me in on Oktoberfest.
It was crowded.
It was very crowded. There was a lot of people there.
I had a beer,
Had a beer. I had a couple beers.
walked around, looked around.
Yeah, I had no rides. We didn't ride any rides in any the state fair or the Oktoberfest.
There was a booth though that
You
had
don't usually
like
do that.
oh Tammy
We do.
does.
Tammy
loves it.
loves
Yeah.
like roller coasters.
They had a booth at the Oktoberfest that was like this tie dye stuff.
Yeah,
But it looked-
the suit jackets.
They had
and
suit
stuff.
jackets that were tie dyed, but they looked freaking cool.
They looked
Like
phenomenal.
they weren't like look at me, I'm a hippie tie dye. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
very subtle looking.
Like this?
No, like
Like I look like a hippie?
even more subtle.
Oh, okay.
Like you could barely see some of the tie dye features into it. It was
Ooh.
a very neat thing.
Kind of like marbled with tie-dye?
Yeah,
It looked very good.
Yeah,
I got
it
a
did.
picture of the.
I wanted to get one, but they were too expensive.
Not
Probably make them
really. They
ourselves.
weren't too.
Well, no, I mean more expensive than I wanted to spend.
I'm a fan of tie-dye. I want to get into like making my own shit. Like the old sweaters.
This man's wearing tie dye.
Yeah, but I bought this. Like my old sweaters, like the white ones that are like kind of dingy now that I don't wear as much. It's like, oh, well, I could just
it's like the
fucking
ones
tie-dye
you
that
just
shit.
jack off on. Yep. What?
Is that what you do with your sweaters?
I mean, it's the most comfy. On the group chat, Huey says he played soccer with a guy who builds armored SUVs. Are they the Ineos
no,
Grenadier?
I love those.
those aren't armored.
I've seen a lot of those in Dallas. They're not armored. It is this, those are essentially the fucking
Defender.
Defender.
Yeah.
They look just like the old school Defender,
Speaking of,
MSRP starting off at like 72.
but they're nice.
Yeah.
And the inside is clean. Ooh, yeah.
I do want to say this real quick. Now that we're in the subject of
I
Ineos,
think you should get that.
I do want to say this: Fire Ten Hag. Fire Ten Hag. He is destroying Manchester United. We are in 14th place right now, and get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Is that something to do with Ineos?
Ineos, yeah. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the owner of Ineos, he owns 24% of Manchester United.
Oh, no shit.
They're supposed to get together today regarding his future, but I don't think he's going to get fired. So, yeah,
Muy interesante.
very. Oh, and what else? Me and Tammy had date night one night at Lucille's. We bought some of those THC seltzers, but also
Spirits.
the spirits.
Which one did you get?
We didn't get nowadays. We got the other one,
Okay.
which I tried.
There's more than just two now. Did you get
Yes.
an agave one or like a brown bottle?
Agave.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. How, did you?
I had one of the agave ones. It was
Yeah.
Like it was good, but it kind of had like this musty flavor to it. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like it didn't taste like agave to me. It was kind of like I don't know, wet clothes in agave or something. I don't know.
So
but it was fine.
Bong water with agave.
Sort of, but
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't to my liking. And we went recently to the Specs in Lake Worth, and we got this brown bottle. We were going to go for another agave. I think it was the nowadays to try something different.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Actually, you should probably try this one." And I was like, "What does it taste like?" Because that's the problem with these spirits; they don't tell you what they taste like. It's just, "Hey, this is the thing," and it tastes like cinnamon and like spices. And I was like, "Well, what are we fucking going to do with
So
that?"
there's no liquor in it.
No.
It
Okay,
is.
it's just a THC infused. Like it's like a mocktail.
0
but with-
calories usually,
but with
0 alcohol, just THC.
It's like 4.
And this one has CBD too.
4 milligrams. Well, this one's THC.
Yeah, I
it's
can't-
4
I can't
milligrams
do any of
per
that.
ounce.
Right.
They
So
say.
is this one? Well, this one's 4 per ounce and a half, and then 2 milligrams CBD for the same. But regardless, this one was really good. Like I made some we were sick last week. We were fucking feeling awful, and so I made some what do you call the hot water hot toddy?
Hot toddy, yeah.
But I made a hot toddy with this instead,
Ooh,
and man, that
that
was
sounds
hitting
delicious.
quick. I don't know if it's because it was warm, but it was hitting quick, and it was hitting hard. It was nice.
And which one was it? The one you?
I'll have to show you a brown. It's a brown bottle. I sent it to Jordan, but it tastes like cinnamon and it's called Pamos.
Let me see. I think it. Dude, that's a picture of your dick. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's a weird shaped penis.
That's a weird tattoo to get.
Whatever works.
Pumpkin spice bong water. That does sound like it sounds like that's what you drank. But that sounds really good though.
But I like the seltzers are good too. Like they have anything from like 2.5, 5, 10. 10 I'm not like I want to like chill and
you
drink.
can
a
go to
little bit.
Hoppin' and they have the seltzers there.
We're actually gonna go tomorrow.
Have you been yet?
No, I have not been yet.
So I'm going to give you some key pointers here.
Y'all are welcome to come, by the way.
It's
Sarah's birthday.
It's hard.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
It's how like you have to pour it a certain way, and it comes out kind of foamy sometimes. So, and they will turn your little thing off and have you,
You just
check
gotta
back
turn it
in.
back on.
You got to
Yeah.
check back in. Yeah,
Make sure you're not hammered.
yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a cool place though.
I'll get some of that. That sounds good.
Yeah, they got a few of them though. They got wine on tap too.
Girl, gimme,
We're checking
girl,
out.
gimme that.
We're gonna go there, and then there's the new Guapos Tacos. Like it's gonna be next to Velvet Taco. It was the guy that he was in the gas station over there by Martin House.
Yeah.
And now he's opened like a really good taco spot, and it's next door to Velvet.
Oh yeah. I saw the menu. I saw the people already. Obviously, it's open already, obviously, but the stuff that I've seen looks really good. And
Yeah.
I want to check it out. I wish you can order it on Uber Eats. I haven't checked though, because I would love to just get some from work and.
So
Then we're gonna go to that new cocktail bar downtown that's across the street from Thompson's. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if it took over where the Brass Tap is.
I think it took over where Bar 9 was,
No,
or is it Bent?
Bar 9 was Thompson, or Thompson's is Bar 9.
Bent.
You're bent, bitch. I don't know of a bent.
yeah, I don't either.
It's the 3-story one. Is it the 3-story one?
That's Thompson's.
No, that's obviously. Anywho,
So Chad,
Yeah.
so we kind of covered what we've done, and I feel you went on an adventure.
I did. We went to Italy, and for 2 weeks.
Mamma Mia!
Did you get real Italian food?
That's all we fucking had.
fuck?
Dude, we had so much like pasta, sandwiches, pizza. We went crazy.
What's an Italian sandwich?
I mean, focaccia. You know focaccia?
Yeah, I know what that is.
focaccia.
Like prosciutto, some mozzarella, basil, like
okay.
whatever. Like every sandwich was, and the bread. Christy, shout out to Christy. Like I posted like the sandwich shop that we went to. She's like, I want to make some, and so she and my mom both did. They went there like trying to make themselves sandwiches that were like similar. Man, I want to find me a good focaccia place. Like I'm sure they got it at like I don't know, Whole Foods or
I'll
something.
check Lake
Central Market.
Worth, I believe. Maybe Sansom Park.
Samson Park. I hear there's a focaccia place.
There
there.
no-
There's I hear there's a place called Atwood's that sells the best focaccia bread.
Yeah.
It's so, but you can make it. Like all it is like sourdough, and you kind of like flatten it out and put some olive oil on top.
What's that
and
strip club out there off of 199? Check that place out.
Roxy's?
Yeah, whatever it is.
I will say this. I think it's the water. I think it's the water they use there. That's kind of like, when you go to New York and they have bagels and they taste different and better.
So maybe
For
get
some
some like
reason.
Italian like spring water or something.
Well,
Yeah.
the water from the faucet, all the water, like I don't. Sarah drinks bottled water, and I drink water from the faucet. I don't really give a shit, but it doesn't taste great. It's just I'm drinking water fast. Who gives a shit? But over there, like the water from the faucet tastes amazing. There's even like almost every city has got these fountains everywhere.
Yeah,
And
like
people are
spigots, right?
Yeah, and they're just filling up their water and walking off. And I'm like, that's street water. What the fuck are you doing? But it's like spring-fed water to whoever wants
I
it.
thought those were public urinals.
I do got to ask you though, Chad. I got to ask this because me and Tammy just finished The Sopranos. There's a lot of Italian food, the good Italian food they eat.
Did you have some
I
gabagool?
have to ask, did you have any gabagool? Did you have any gabagool?
No, and I did not see any gabagool on any fucking menu.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
So the real question is, did you actually go to Italy?
No, apparently not. Dude, there's no fucking gabagool.
Yes, there is.
It's not a thing.
Yes, it is. It's Capicola. Capicola. I just want to say, I want to clear this up. Gabagool is Capicola.
And what is capicola?
It's a shaved meat. It's like a prosciutto or like
But is it beef?
it's sliced meat, like
Ham or beef?
ham, I want to say.
We probably had that on a sandwich.
Did you go to Albania? That's where I think you actually were.
Gabagoo!
Man, we went everywhere. We went like Rome and the Amalfi Coast because Sarah really wanted to hit up the Amalfi Coast, which I did too. But like she wanted to go because like TikTok and all these beautiful pictures and videos and shit. No one tells you how fucking hard it is to get around anywhere on the Amalfi Coast. It was ridiculous. But then we went back up to Florence and then up on like this western coast where there's like Portofino. We stayed at a little town called Camoli. It was fucking awesome. We canceled all our plans because we were so chill. We're like, let's just stay here.
What makes it difficult getting around?
So, most of Europe has got like really good trains and like, like taxis are not obnoxiously expensive.
You know who knows about trains?
Did he?
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
So there's a bus, but the bus kind of goes on its own route. Like there's no like set route for this. I mean, there's a set route, but not a set time. And so like you'll show up and then it won't show up for 30 minutes. You're like, I could have just walked there. Like I could have walked 1.5 miles to the next city because, it's really not that bad. There's just a lot of hills. So it is a little bit longer. But you try to get a taxi. And even though the taxi's only 20 minutes, it's $120. Yeah. Because they realize, and you don't know that. I mean, taxis, the whole reason that Uber had its whole thing is because taxi drivers are fucking, like, especially over there, it's like basically the mafia. Like they pay $400,000 or something crazy for their taxi
coin.
chip. Yeah, coin. Yeah. And then they make double that in a year by like these fares. So if you say no, he's like, all right, cool. There's no haggling. He's like, someone else will pay it. I don't fucking need you. I probably already have 10 of these. He's probably making $1,000 a day off this stupid shit. It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, my dad was saying that like the sandwiches were all he wanted to eat over there.
Did
He
you?
said that was the best thing.
Did you come across any mafia people?
Other than, the taxi drivers, I feel like the closest that I could, get to the mafia. They all got chains. They all look angry. They don't want to be there, but they're making hella money. Like it was just, I don't know.
He's like, my son, he wants to do ballet. I tell him no. You tell him you'll be a cab driver like Papa. Like that? Is that what
Yeah, something. Maybe, I don't know. Then we went to Lake Como. Then we went to Venice and Modena.
Como? You mean over here? Lake Como?
There's a Lake Como. That's why I told Sarah, it's like, we got a fucking Lake Como here. What are we doing?
Y'all could have just gone that one, yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's like the Lake Como where, like, George Clooney and everyone has their fucking, like, Madonna. They all have houses on Lake Como.
Yeah.
We took a boat ride and they were just pointing out all the crazy rich homes.
This is Elon.
This is Oprah. This is George Clooney.
And, like, Star Wars was recorded in some place that we saw. I'm like, oh, that place looks familiar. It's because Star Wars was filmed there. A bunch of movies, 007 and stuff. But it was cool. It was fun.
Did you run into Pussy Galore?
Excuse me?
From 007.
Oh, no, I did not. No, I did not. It was fun, man. We did eat and drink nonstop, but we backpacked because it's so hard to get around there. Like everything's cobblestone and then there's steps everywhere. You remember Europe, it's just fucking awful. And so I convinced Sarah it's just shitty. No, I convinced her to like, let's backpack. And it was nice to not have to like roll shit around, but it was a chore like backpacking. Like one of our places on the Amalfi Coast was, it was 220 meters up. So it's like 2 football fields stacked, like it was a lot of steps when you're carrying like a 45-pound bag, but I don't know. It was fun. It was great.
Them calves got to do work, don't they?
They did work. They did work. I even got sore for a couple of days. These calves were hurting, but they were fine. It worked out.
Hurting for a squirting they were.
So, I don't know. What do y'all, it was fun.
I mean, I want to know some more things about Italy.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Tell me about their what's their prime exports?
From what I hear, it's gabagool. Even though
I knew it,
I don't think that it's actually there presently. It's just all exported.
I knew it.
Is their prime minister Super Mario?
And does he have a brother?
I believe it's Luigia.
And does everybody say, "Here we go"? Ha! Then you're doing the Kumi King thing.
Did you hear them say that though?
No.
Did you see anybody jumping through plumbing?
No.
Is there any question mark boxes that you can try to like grow a couple inches?
No. Well, no.
Does a little mushroom pop out?
These are all really great questions. Please, no on the question.
All right.
So there was.
All right. So there was a thing. There was a thing you did. There's a thing you did over there.
Yes, there was a restaurant. So I booked this restaurant.
Tell us about that.
Have you ever seen the show Chef's Table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Okay, so have you or not? Are you just making fun?
No, I mean I've seen it. I've seen Chef's
fucking
Table.
dick. So, and there's also like the ones that have like there's a pizza season, like a whole pizza.
Yeah.
We went to one of those places. It was like this guy. His name's Bonchi. He's like this big. He looks like basically the mountain. This guy's huge, and he would get on TV and he'd make all these different kind of pizzas. We didn't get to see or meet him, but we went to his pizza place in Rome, and it was fucking amazing. He had pizza and sandwiches and fried spaghetti balls. Yeah, everything there was insane. And we were so hungry because when we got there, we'd been up for 24 hours. And then we had to be up for another about 12 or so before, like we didn't want to go to bed until nighttime because then we'd fuck up our whole trip.
Yeah.
And so we were up for like 36 hours with maybe a few 15-minute naps. And so we were exhausted. And so we thought we were so insanely hungry, and we start eating this stuff, and we only ate half of what we ordered because it was just so much fucking food. But that place was cool. But then also, I booked a place. It was actually the very first episode of Chef's Table. A guy named Massimo Bottura. He's like a 3 Michelin star chef. It is like they filmed an episode of Aziz Ansari's show on.
Yeah, was it a season 3? Whenever him and
Eric Wareheim.
Yeah, they're in Italy.
Yeah, and they're like, going to Italy is my favorite thing, and they're like in Francescana or Osteria Francescana.
Yeah,
and so that one is the one that got the Michelin star, but then he actually like purchased this property. Kind of remind me of Jester King in Austin because he bought this property. He built 2 new restaurants there. One is like his best of, like you can go to the one that got the Michelin star and get new stuff all the time, but if you want like the greatest hits of Massimo
You want the
Bottura,
stuff that got him the Michelin star.
Exactly,
Gotcha,
which is where we went. And it was the most expensive. I felt so out of place. Everyone there was so rich. They were like talking about their watches and their jobs, but like not being dicks about it, but it was just like common conversation for them to have. You know what I mean? And I felt very out of place. Although, the food was great. We did it and we did the whole thing, but it's not something we could do all the time. I feel like these people do it all the time. Like their dinners are hundreds of dollars every night, probably.
The portion sizes that they have, are they like? Do they just give you a whole like kind of smorgasbord type size meal?
So our booking was at 7:30, and we didn't leave until 11:30 at night.
God
it
damn.
was a 9-course meal,
Shit.
and every what is that? Like every 30 minutes or so, they'd crank out a new plate, and some of them were small, but for the most part, like they were pretty good portions.
Yeah.
From what I heard from them, who have been to a lot of different restaurants, they a lot of times it's small portions. Like you get a bite, and then you move on to the next one and to bite. But this one had like really big portions. But on this property, they also bought like a what is it? Balsamic vinegar spot, because balsamic vinegar is huge there.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Modena, where this restaurant is like very like we drove by Ferrari, the museum for Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari's there. Like they're really big into cars. Like any crazy car brand that you can think of, they've got dealerships there in Modena. It's also like the home of tortellini and like a few other pastas, and the home of balsamic vinegar. If you're not getting it from Modena, it's not technically balsamic vinegar, apparently.
It's like getting champagne
from Champagne, right? Exactly. And Parmigiano Reggiano is 20 minutes away in Parma, and so like they do a lot of stuff with Parmesan and balsamic and stuff. So that's actually what I brought.
Parmesan?
No, I have some I did bring some Parmesan back because it doesn't go bad as quickly as ours does. But so they bought this 100-year-old balsamic, like this thing that the family had on the same farm.
Okay.
Because every family in Modena has their own, like, it kind of reminds me of like beer making or wine making. They would do like Soleras, where they would have like big barrels, smaller barrels, and then smaller barrels, and they would just kind of like rotate them out, and they would have like these super rich, thick balsamic vinegar, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so they kind of ran us through the whole thing, the whole like how it works, whatever. And then they let us taste a bunch. And have you ever had like really good balsamic vinegar? Do y'all even like balsamic vinegar?
like
I do.
balsamic
I really
vinegar.
do. Yeah.
I put that glaze on a lot of things.
Okay.
Like root vegetables.
Right.
I heard you like getting glazed up.
I like to put it on my root.
So So they have a bunch of different kinds, and for like $40 or so, or 40 euros anyway, it's like the kind you put on salad or something, or you put on bread, right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of like step it up, and they've got like $80 or 80 euro, so probably more like a $90 to $100 bottle, and that is the one that's aged about 10 to 15 years. And they have one that's 100 euros or $120. That is one that is aged roughly around 25 years or so. And that's what
25 years?
Yeah. Now, they can't actually tell you it's aged 25 years because it's like a Solera. Like, it comes from like these older barrels to younger barrels to younger barrels. And so it's kind of like this
so
process.
it's just constantly moving to newer.
But some of this balsamic could be 100 years old. You know what I mean? Like, it's like on average-ish 25 years. And so, like, that's kind of how they... So whenever you have balsamic and they say it's 25 years old, they don't fucking know. They don't actually know. But it's gold. Like, the gold is the good. And I have never had anything like this in my entire life.
Oh, man.
And so I wanted to see if you guys want to try it.
I'm always
I haven't
game
opened
to.
it.
I'm game to try.
I'm
it.
always down.
I don't even know.
That looks really fancy. Can I take a look at that?
So that's another thing, is if it's not shaped like that, it's not actually balsamic. Like, they've got this whole, like...
I mean,
group of people in the city that have to like gauge it, tell you it's balsamic, it's got to be in the right glass, everything.
I mean, I've got this plastic bottle of balsamic glaze. You're telling me that it's not balsamic?
You mean the one you picked up from Walmart?
It says here, gabagool.
You piece of shit.
That's crazy. That's so that was how much?
This was $120.
Jesus
and
Christ.
And the reason I got it is I didn't get a whole lot of things there. Like, I bought a leather passport holder in Milan because I wanted some Italian leather for my passport, or passport, whatever. That's really all I bought. We got some like limoncello, but that was it. And so this was this is my gift to myself.
I will say this. My dad said whenever he was over there that he bought maybe a couple $1,000s worth of suits because it's so cheap.
Relatively cheap, but yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess cheap to him and cheap to me is two different things.
Right.
But like, he had a bunch of stuff. He's like, they took my measurements, got it ordered, and I had everything sent to the shop. And for like a month, like,
There was just suits
showing up.
Do you have a knife or something, Tim? I don't even know how the fuck to open this thing.
Here, I gotta sharpen my dilly here.
You sharpened it?
Yeah,
Shit, you did.
I have a grinder at the shop.
So
also, this episode brought to you by Grinder. Grinder, have fun, boys.
So you made a
Made a shank. So when we go to ACL, I'm going to be able to cut motherfuckers that try to pickpocket us.
They're not going to let you bring this into ACO.
You're listening to the Funky Panther with Chad, Tim, and Javier.
Talk about something.
I'm going to get more ice for
let's
this.
talk about
I'm trying to preserve like the packaging because it's not cheap, but I also want to figure out how to fuck to open this thing.
I want to talk to you about meatballs over in Italy.
Okay.
Do they serve them?
Yeah.
That's like a thing. That's real?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like that's an American thing?
No, it's a thing. We got meatballs. We got meatballs with like this really thick. You know, the pasta over there is like everything's al dente, so it's like chewy and delicious.
Got a little
But yeah, that's
bite
what we
to
had
it.
on one of our first nights. We actually, so I posted on Instagram a while back. We booked this Airbnb when we were in the Amalfi Coast. We booked this Airbnb just because it was cool, but it was up in the mountains. It was so hard to get to. But it was on a lemon farm, and the family had their own vineyard.
Ooh, I saw that.
Sagrario stayed there too, by the way. Like they ended up staying there like a week after we did. But yeah, it was beautiful.
Did you?
We got their wine. They made us pasta. They gave us limoncello that they made themselves. Like the whole thing was cool.
Did you try to get a cappuccino after breakfast? Because I heard that's a big no-no.
Well,
I'm surprised you didn't suck the tip.
I don't think that people care that much. They even gave me like a little
Oh, that little
cork dropper thing.
That's cute.
I don't know. We'll see.
So you put the cork in there with the little dropper, and we get a little spoon. You pour just a little bit out. So what are we looking for with this?
From what I understand, it's flavor.
Then I should not be. I'm glad I didn't take another drink.
It's
Good God, don't drop it.
It's real thick.
Yeah, so that's something else that they tell you is like If it's super thick like this, then you know it's not just a glaze. It's like, from what I recall when I had it, because I only, I had like 4 or 5 different kinds. It's like kind of tart and fruity and kind of crazy.
It's very vinegary.
Well, I mean, it's balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, I know, but waft it.
Okay. So what am I supposed to do? Just lick it?
This
Yeah,
smells.
we're
This smells old. This smells old as fuck.
All right.
Cheers, boys.
We're gonna see what y'all think about it.
Balsamic, touch the tips there. Okay. And
All right, let me see what you think.
Oh man, that's really good. Oh man, is that like a?
I taste
Kind of tastes like
I
raisiny.
taste figs.
Yeah,
Yes,
figs,
yeah.
raisin, like plums, that like stone fruit shit,
God
wild.
damn.
right? That's the first thing I taste. I was like, why is it so fruity? Like it's so. I feel like it's so bitter and vinegary at home.
Tastes the kind of tartness.
Isn't that crazy?
That's very unique.
Right.
It very much is. I've never had anything like that before.
And that's why I got it, because I was like, I've never had anything like
I've
this in my entire life.
got to have the best.
Yeah, and yeah, of course, gotta go and get.
That's very good.
Did you buy a Ferrari while you were there?
I didn't.
I heard
Saw quite
they're
a
real
few.
cheap whenever you're over
They
there.
are not.
On the group chat, Hervey says Diddy Juice. Yes.
What?
It's very good. I wonder if I can find this at World Market.
You can find something similar, probably, but I don't know.
I can even feel it like in the back of my throat.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. We did bring back some Parmesan though.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've been putting it on stuff, and I bought a piece for $20. It's like this, and I've used it on 2 or 3 things, and I've only used like this much. Like I don't know, it just seems to go
Like
a long way.
Like a pizza slice?
Yeah, about a piece of slice, but it's
Yeah.
thick. So Massimo Bottura, the guy that has the restaurant or whatever, he has one of his most famous ones is called Five
Guys. That sell
He
hamburgers.
just started the hamburger spot. Yeah. No, it was like 5 types of Parmesan, like 5 types of Parmesan, different ages, different textures, different temperatures. And so he did this in his first restaurant 20 years ago.
Is that the name of his restaurants?
No, it's the name of I forgot the name of the thing, but it's something like, it's something
Okay.
long. That's not the name of the restaurant.
No. Okay, gotcha. I was like, that's a hell of a name for a restaurant.
No, it's Francescana Osteria Francescana and Maria Luigia is the one we went to.
Okay.
But
Gesundheit.
right, the 5 Parmesans of different textures and flavors, or something like that, which actually is the name of the
okay,
fucking
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It comes out, and he's got 5 different ages of Parmesan, anything from like 5 to 25-year-old Parmesan or 30-year-old Parmesan in different kind of textures. So he's got one that's like a Parmesan crisp, Parmesan ice cream, Parmesan foam, Parmesan cream, and Parmesan like whip or something like that. And so you have these 5 different kinds of Parmesan, and you're eating it, and it just like fucking goes all over the place, and it is wild. But he got a lot of shit from this dish 20 years ago because, a lot of Europe and definitely Italy is so like traditional.
How dare you change this?
Yeah, how dare you take the traditional Parmesan or balsamic or try to change things? And so he did, and they like shit on him for it. And then like 10 years later, he winds up in this like food review by this renowned food critic, and they went nuts for it. And so that's when he started like hitting like hard. And then the consortium or whatever from Parmesan were like, hey, would you mind if we use a picture of your 5 Parmesan dish for our new magazine? And it's like, you're the same motherfuckers that gave me shit for even trying to do this dish, and now you want to use it as a whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy how that shit works.
It's just the old generation with the new.
Right.
I mean, it happens.
Right. You'd like that episode. If you haven't watched that episode, you'd like it because the guy's crazy, artistic, super into like cars. I'm sure he's into like soccer. He just seems the type. Like he's just super fucking cool.
Yeah.
I wish he was there. He was actually in Miami when we were there. Usually he's at the restaurant though.
I think with
He heard
everything,
you were coming.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this.
He's like, that ginger is coming. I had to go. No, so like the way the sauce tastes, I know here it's Americanized where they want it sweeter. Was it a little more natural tasting over there? Like
Like what sauce?
sauce, like
your red
gravy,
sauce.
red sauce.
Oh, yeah.
They call it gravy, right?
What? No.
That's what they call it on The
In The
Sopranos.
Sopranos, they call it gravy. Put some more gravy in that.
No,
Oh, thank you.
they didn't call it gravy. But I mean, I don't like a lot of red sauce. Like we did have some red sauce. It was
It's
fine,
reflux and such.
but it was very like thin. Like they don't put a ton on it. It's just enough to coat the noodle. So you don't need a ton of shit.
I think,
But like the
that's-
buttery sauces and the Alfredo shit, we got a lot of that. And it was fucking awesome.
I'm very glad you were able to there's two things you don't skimp on. Good drink and good food. I think those are the two things that you should never, if you're going somewhere exotic, if you're going somewhere like out of the country, same thing we did whenever we were in Iceland. We tried, the only thing we didn't try was the fermented shark.
Lance and I did.
That was
Awful.
didn't want to do that, but that's two things you don't skimp on.
Right.
It's,
Dude, we had like 7 or 8 bottles of wine while we were there. We had 2 bottles of limoncello. I had plenty of beer. We went to speakeasies at certain places. We had amazing cocktails.
and the wine, was it the door, the little wine
Oh yeah,
vendor?
the wine windows.
Yeah, wine windows.
Yeah, so like in Florence, and they got them all over the place, but Florence is known for them. They've got wine windows where they'll just have like a little door with a bell. You ring the bell and the door opens up and you order something and they just give you a drink to go. And that's it. Like
My
how
sister-
cool of an idea.
My sister, who turned 18 a couple months ago, that's the one thing that she was like, yeah, I loved it. The sandwiches and then the wine windows.
Yeah.
Because it was just like so fucking cool. So I thought that was pretty sweet.
I had only been to Italy once. It was like Rome for a night, and then we went to Pisa, and then we went to Pisa again. I missed that one earlier. Pisa and then Florence, and we headed up to Oktoberfest. And so it was very short-lived, and so I didn't really get to stay or do anything. And it was nice to actually spend some time in some of these places.
Don't say anything important until I come back.
Where are you going?
Oh, he's got to go see a man.
Where are you going?
I gotta go pee.
That reminds me of the wine window. Reminds me of this little town, Mason, Texas.
Uh-huh.
So it's right outside of Fredericksburg, which, hill country. It's our Texas wine area. They had a little winery, and they basically had a window that you walked up to, and they served you out of that.
Nice.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's a
why
great
why
idea.
can't we have more of those here?
I don't know. I think that if you had a bar and you just have a little wine window for to-go shit, why not?
I mean, the Stockyards,
Especially Stockyards.
the Stockyards kind of has something like that. It's called Fat Tuesdays.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
you can go in there. They don't have a window, but you go in there and get your daiquiri and walk out. Was there a lot of daiquiris in Italy?
No.
That's
And all the
unfortunate.
cocktails were weird as shit too. Like they were good, but every single one of them was interesting. Like, and the ones that they're really like the important ones are like they do a lot of spritzes, like limoncello spritz,
Yeah.
Campari spritz.
Did you get some Aperol?
Aperol spritz? We actually went to the Campari bar, and those things were fucking strong. They were so strong, but yeah, even
second level
he wants a second drink.
in the drink. Yeah, second level.
But yeah, it was awesome.
Nope, down. Nope, down further. I'm sorry, from the bottom. 2, 1, 1, 2.
He wants a Shiner Bock.
There's a Shiner Bock. Yeah. We're not sponsored by them, but I thought I didn't want to say their name.
I think that there's some things that I would do again. Like I would like to do Lake Como because the day we were there, or day and a half, a lot of time it was raining, and so we didn't get to really experience it all like we wanted to. Wouldn't really go back to Amalfi Coast.
No?
Don't need to go back to Pisa. No, I think I'd go to like.
I want to go see where they race.
You're thinking Monaco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to go to Capri.
I want to go
Capri,
to
Capri,
Monaco.
whatever.
I'd love to go to Monaco.
Monaco's close.
Yeah. It's basically Italy, right?
I mean,
Same people.
It's all in the same. It's Mediterranean, I believe.
Yeah, they're all
right?
the same.
No, that's Morocco. I don't know. But yeah, it was great. It was fun. It was a great trip. Fucking exhausted though.
I hear all of our Italian food here are cooked by Albanians. No, I mean for real. That's what I've heard. I've heard they're all Albanians. None of them are actually Italian.
I mean, the guys that own the pizza place over there that we like so much in Denton, that was here at Ridgemar Mall, they're Albanian. I
Yeah,
think,
they're
right?
Albanian.
That makes sense. And they make great Italian food.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so what I've heard is that, and I never experienced this myself. That's why I asked if you ran into Albanians over there. But
You
I've
didn't ask
heard-
that.
Well, I figured
did
you
run
went
into Albania.
I figured you went to Albania. That Albania doesn't have a national cuisine; they just basically piggybacked off of Italy.
I mean, all the cuisines in that area, like you can't really miss. Like all Mediterranean food, like Greek food, Italian food. You see all of that when we were
I have
in
a
Egypt.
hard time believing. Like I know Italy is on the the Mediterranean's right there.
Right.
I get it, but it's like whenever I think of Mediterranean food, I'm thinking of like Greek, and Greek and Italian are very different.
Yeah, but Egypt is right right below Italy. Like, it's as close to Italy as we are to Mexico.
Right, which is weird to think about that.
Well,
Right.
the immigration stuff is coming up from the tip of Italy.
Yeah, Joe's is they're Albanian.
Which one?
New York Joes?
All of them.
There's like
No,
Joe- yeah,
I'm
there's,
serious. They're all Albanian.
there's a couple of Joes around the area.
And none of them are part. They're their own independent thing. I don't think they're even connected. Like New York Joe's here is not the same as New York
Right,
Joe's.
it's not
yeah.
a chain.
Sorry, excuse me.
It's just a bunch of people that decided, a bunch of Albanians that decided to open a restaurant called New York Joe's.
Right.
East Joe. Okay, so anyways, so like you were there for 10 days, right? 12 days. So what else? What else happened over there? What else? Do you want to get into that? Like,
I don't know. Do you want to nationalize this? You want to?
I don't care. Yeah, I mean, we
nationalize
put it
What
on
is this,
socials.
Like fucking Nazi shit? What is it? This is National Socialism.
Tim's just
here?
so afraid of putting things out there because he gets banned from Facebook when he does.
Yeah, you
This man's a boogaloo boy.
gotta be careful about what I say.
Yeah, so
These days.
one of the places that
No.
Sarah-
I want you to describe the entire day
Okay.
because I know, like you're a planning man.
I didn't, though. I want you to know I did not plan this.
Chad Butler
whatsoever.
didn't plan.
No,
Like,
I actually. So I have had a piece of jewelry for a little bit of time now. A little bit of time,
it's a man cock ring. It's a cock ring.
and
It's a cage.
Yeah.
I was so worried to bring it on this trip because, like, pickpockets and shit. Like, people just like and so I got myself like a Herschel fanny pack, like a little man bag that I was carrying around, which actually my new favorite travel bag.
Yeah, everyone-
especially when I'm on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, everything's right there. Everything you need is right there. You want a charger? You want gum? It's all right there. So every time I travel now, I'm going to bring it. I don't love carrying it around everywhere, but travel
Come with
sure.
the sea, absolutely. Yes.
Right. And so I had it I had a ring tucked in there. And so I didn't know when or where. I had no idea. I was like, when the time strikes or when we find a good place, then we'll do it. And so we were on the Amalfi Coast. We had done Rome. We did the Amalfi Coast for a couple of days. We had an amazing time. But the number one place that Sarah wanted to go was Positano. Like, that's the one that is well known for Amalfi Coast for just being absolutely gorgeous. And so the day before, we actually were on a boat and we went all the way up the coast and we sat on the boat and we're looking at Positano and it was beautiful. And I thought about it then. I had it with me. She doesn't know this. I haven't told her this. And I thought about it like right then. Like, we had just got done snorkeling. We were on the boat. We were like, the guy was popping Prosecco.
You're a brave man to go snorkeling with that thing.
I mean, I didn't. It was on the boat. Like, I had it on my in my fanny pack on the boat when we went snorkeling.
All right.
We actually snorkeled inside of a cave. It was awesome. And so when we were sitting in Positano, I was like, okay, let me shut the fuck up, Herbie. Herbie in the chat saying some Herbie things.
Tell us how you consummated the engagement that night too.
And so I thought about doing it then, but she gets a little seasick. She gets motion sickness, and so she wasn't feeling herself on the boat there at the end of the trip when we were in Positano. I was like, okay, I don't want to make this the thing, you know. So didn't do it. We went back to where we were staying in Ravello, which was the place that was like all these stairs, and we ended up like having a really good pasta and pasta and wine and stuff. Got some sleep. And then we were going to go to Positano the next morning. It did not start off as a good day. I'll tell you that right now. Like, we were trying to catch one of the buses I was talking about, and the roads are so skinny that like the buses like stop, and then he'll get out of the bus and like back another bus up so he can turn a corner. Like, they're controlling their own traffic. It's a shit show. They're yelling at each other. They're like high-fiving out the window. Like, it's fucking nuts. And so we keep missing buses because they're not paying attention and we're not in the right spots where we need to be. So we end up walking like the 35 minutes or so to Positano from where we were, or Amalfi where we were, and then took a ferry to Positano. It was so packed. Like, there were so many people. It was so hot. I also thought, like, I don't know if I want to do it today. Like, this kind of feels miserable a little bit, right? And so we sit down, we have some food, we're drinking, we have a really good conversation. And I'm like, all right, let's go walk and see if we can find some cool picturesque places, because we were doing these like dancing videos. I don't know if y'all saw the dancing videos.
I saw him.
Yeah.
You seem so disappointed by it. That was the most. Yeah, I saw it.
I mean, I usually skip dancing videos.
Come on, man! It was all the way through Italy.
I know I watched it, but like I said, I usually don't watch the dancing videos.
Did you like it? If I go back, did you like it?
I think I did.
You motherfucker!
No,
If
go
you
back.
didn't like that.
Go look. Just go
I'm
look.
gonna check.
He's going to check after. Son of a bitch, you fucking lied.
He goes and he likes it right now. I'm gonna get a notification, man. I'm gonna know.
He deletes it on your phone.
So we're gonna go try to find a place to do a dancing video because we were in Positano, and so we go to this beach, which is one of the spots I knew it was gonna be beautiful because it's what looks like over. All these places are built up on the mountain. Kind of reminds me of like South America. You know what I mean? Like it's just these like houses built on top of each other, hotels built on top of each other, all the way up this mountain. And so down this beach, you get to see that. And so we're standing there, and we're doing this dancing video. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do it here. And so we do the dancing video, and I didn't think about like I knew I was gonna say what I wanted to say in Italian because I'd already kind of memorized it. And I didn't think about the fact that my phone was going to be the one doing the camera. And so I'm like, oh, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. And then her fucking translate thing wouldn't work. I'm like, son of a bitch. And so like, I fucked up the whole thing. She tells the story beautifully, but I'm going to tell the thing honestly. I butchered it. I did. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I learned this phrase. I'm trying to tell you the phrase. And she's like, what is happening? And so like, I reset the video, and then I get the phone and I make sure it says it. And it was, mi voice sposare is what it was. Mi voice sposare. And so I said that into the phone and then showed her what it said. And that's when I got down on a knee or whatever and proposed. But yeah, it was a whole thing. It was cute.
I just want to say,
we did do the Bernie right before I proposed. I want to make sure that everyone knows that.
I just said that was a very Chad thing to do.
I want to take a step back real quick.
Yeah.
So you had this planned
Yeah.
to do it in Italy.
Yeah.
See, that's where you said, no, I didn't have anything planned. I'm like, no. You were planning on doing this in Italy.
I guess. I've had multiple plans, though.
I feel like
this is not the first plan.
This had to be like it just had to pop in your head like, this is the time. This is it.
Yeah.
This is where it has to happen.
It was.
I have a hard time believing that because I know you. And you plan everything.
Chad is a planner.
Chad is a planner.
Chad,
but Chad also makes backup plans. And so I had 10 plans in mind, and I also was trying to like throw in some non-plan action in there too, you know?
That's code for sex.
No, it's
Chad's over here throwing
this man was bragging. He's like, you know what? Best ever that night.
He's trying to throw the feds off. That's what he's doing.
No, that night we just hung it on the balcony in our beautiful
You hung it on the balcony?
Hung it on the balcony.
Chad's over here hanging dong on the balcony. It's fucking weird.
You raw dogging son of a bitch.
That's good. It's good. But I felt like
I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying shit.
It was the boys that said it.
It's always a plan. It's always a plan. Chad's a planner. And the fact that you're like, yeah, but I also tried to throw some weird, non-plans out there. Are you okay?
I planned a non-plan.
I was like, yeah. I was like, are you okay? Because you know that was a plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's as far as I can go. You know what I mean? Trying to plan a non-plan as good as I can get.
So it happens, and then you obviously in the video you celebrate, hug, kiss, blah blah, and then what happened after? Like, where'd y'all go after? Because this is still during the day,
right? Some random dude came up and started taking pictures of us because he's like, oh, let me try to capture the moment.
He's like, I jerk off later, sir. Sorry.
It wasn't with his camera, you fucking weirdo.
Was he Italian?
Sarah's in the chat. I didn't realize she was watching. Uh-oh.
Was he Italian?
I don't know.
Fucking Herbie.
I don't know if... So all of y'all are in the chat. Sarah, you're more than welcome to share what all happened the rest of the day.
No, okay, so this was still during the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then after, y'all spent a good time there.
We went directly to this bar that was on the beach because we're both on this high, we're both fucking feeling crazy, and then we sit down and we have this champagne drink to kind of celebrate. Yeah. And she just won't stop looking at her ring. Ugh, we know it looks good, but
women.
Calm down. I'm here. You said yes to me.
She said yes to the ring.
She said yes to the fucking ring. That's what happened. And so we sat down, we had a drink, and then we kind of talked about it a little bit. And I was like, I want to make this trip about us. So let's not really tell anybody. Was it more of a shock thing? I guess I feel like her head wasn't in her body. I feel like she was She was not. She was outside of herself.
I'm sure the way she thinks happened is different from how you think. Because you obviously, you're level-headed during the situation. You're nervous.
I'm nervous as fuck.
Yeah.
I messed up the words or something because I couldn't get Google Translate. And once I finally did, it was all kind of a blur from there. I don't even know what I said. I did have a plan of something I was going to say, and I fucking biffed it. Like, I have no idea what I said. And I asked her, like, later that day, I was like, hey, what did you say? She's like, I don't remember. I was like, you said yes, right? And I look back at the video, and she said, of course. And I'm like, okay, good. But, yeah, it took me. We were both, you're on your mind.
So then what happened that night? Like, I mean, did y'all have dinner somewhere special?
Shit, I don't remember. So we went to.
Yeah, he had some dinner special.
Actually, that is the night we went to. So we went, like, we were in Positano, and we had some, like, what is it, the ice gelato? Because we had gelato like 4 or 5 times. Gelato. We had some cocktails. We walked around, did some shopping. But we had to get back to our place because all of the ferries and stuff close at like 6 or 7. So you have to get back to where you need to go fairly early. And so then we go to Ravello, which is where we were staying, and we hung out in the downtown area, and we drank, and we had dinner. And there was only one place open, and we went to this restaurant, and there was 5 tables in this whole restaurant. Super tiny. I'm like, I don't know. It might be good. And so we walk in. There's a lot of like cafes that they say art in the name because they want you to know they have art in these places. So like art all over the walls and stuff. It's like, it's an art bar. Okay, cool. But it was like this restaurant that had art in the name, I think. We sit down, and the chef, like, we were right next to the kitchen. We could see everything they're doing. The chef comes out, and he's like telling us all the things on the menu. And the dude's stoked. Like, he is so excited about all the food that they're cooking. And the thing he was mostly excited about was this ravioli filled with like he was telling me it was like mashed prawn and something else, like really finely done and put in the ravioli with this like really creamy sauce. And we're like, all right, dude, you fucking sold it. Like, that's what we're going to do. And it was also a brewery. They had made their own beer. So we had a bottle of wine. I had a beer. We had this ravioli. And it was the best ravioli we had. One of the best pastas we had the entire trip. It was just outstanding. But yeah, that was that night. I completely forgot. It was that night. That's what we did.
Sorry, I'm picking stickers off my shorts.
It's okay. That's fine. That's what people do, I guess. It was nice.
Do you have any surprising, like, special cake or anything like that? Or you didn't have any cake to, like, dessert to...
I mean, we had gelato in Positano.
Yeah, it's gelato.
Gelato in Positano. Gelato in Positano.
You have American celebration. You have cake. You have cake. You have,
when you're in Italy, you gotta have cake.
I guess the cake over there. I guess the cake in Italy is lasagna because it's in layers, right?
Right. Yeah. We already established that on a previous episode. Lasagna is cake.
I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. Cheers for that.
Thank you. Appreciate you, boys.
Cheers. Now I have to propose like on the moon or something. So like I'm very
one-upper.
Very much looking forward to that. I can't go to Italy and do it over there.
Well, you're not going to fly anyway. You're not going to go fucking
fuck
moon.
you, first of all. Fuck you. I was like, speaking of which.
You got a cannoli to go.
Oh, yeah, we did get it. And it was fucking good, too. We had it for breakfast the next morning. Yeah, that is true.
I will say, my dad, whenever he loved it. He loved Italy. He fucking loved it. I did
too. I was talking about buying a house.
He wants to go back. Like, we have friends in Spain. We have friends that live in Spain, and like they go all the time. We have friends in Italy. And he talked about Positano the entire fucking time.
Really?
Like the entire
So he loved it.
He fucking loved it. Like him and my sister, like
what time of year did he go? He went recently,
right? He
went
in June.
So it was already getting hot.
Yeah. But
he's
he
Mexican,
said that
he
it was
it.
He's a beaner. But no, it's like I'm very happy for you. I'm glad you did it this way. This was a great way to do it, and I'm glad that you were able. Hopefully, you remember everything that I know, because I know for her, I'm sure she was like her head was in the clouds.
Right.
You know, you forget stuff like that.
But she explains it better than I do. Like she was telling her friend, her mom, things like that. She tells it better because she remembers the good parts. I remember all the things I fucked up.
You're like, oh fuck, it was such a shitty day starting out, but it's good. You know, congratulations and
thank you.
So any idea like where you're gonna get married, or is gonna be here?
No idea.
Courthouse.
No, we'll do a little thing. Like if we got a preference, it would be like a little destination thing, like super fucking small somewhere, and then come back home and throw the biggest party, like rent out Maple Branch or something, and just like throw a big ass party. That's we'll see what happens. We got plenty of time to figure it out. No rush.
Speaking of
No
cake, that was so you went to Vegas after that. You went to Vegas after like 2 days after you got back, right?
I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. It's getting wild.
It's really wild. I'm looking at it. I'm reading
I'm
it
not even listening to you. I'm like, what is happening?
between like Teresa and
I never
Herbie.
see Sarah actually chatting, and she's all over that chat. So I'm trying to figure out.
Meatball Ferris wheel next week. Where's this?
Herbie's trying to get Sarah to rate my bed game from a scale from 1 to 10.
I'm going to give you a meatball Ferris wheel.
What was your question? Sorry, I missed what you were saying.
I honestly forgot. I was looking at the
Said
the chat.
you went to Vegas.
Oh, you went to Vegas.
Yeah.
For
I planned it a few months ago because I was like, oh, her birthday's tomorrow. Crystal's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Crystal. They are a day apart.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll do a little fucking trip. And so did not think about how we would just be getting back from Italy.
Their birthday's on the same day because they're in China.
Right. Well, no, hers was yesterday.
Well, okay.
Technically,
that's
yeah.
sad.
I told Crystal happy birthday last night because they're 13 hours, whatever.
Anyway.
So we get back from Italy and we are sick as a dog. Like both of us. It's not COVID or flu because we both got tested. We both got tested for COVID. She got tested for flu and didn't have that either. It had been just allergies or a cold, but I'm still feeling it. Like it was so bad, congested. And so we get to Vegas. I told her about it Friday. I'm like, hey, by the way, we're not doing what I said we're doing this weekend. We're going to Vegas if you want to. But if you don't, that's cool too. She's like, nah, let's go. And so we went to MGM. I stayed at MGM because, remember, were you with, I don't know if you were with us. I know I was with Noel because he busted his nose in that fucking pool. But I don't remember why we were there, whose bachelor party or whatever. But we were in the MGM, like, lazy river pool. Were you there that time?
No, that was JD's.
JD's? Okay, yeah, because JD snuck us into this pool. He jumped over the bushes.
Was it
I don't think it was JD's.
It wasn't Herbie's.
No, it wasn't Herbie's either. But JD jumped over the bushes, borrowed someone's like room key, came back around, got us all into the thing, and so we're like drinking at the lazy river.
It was Herbie's.
It was Herbie's.
Because I remember the gash on Noel's nose.
Yeah. I told Sarah about that. So that's what we did. We went to the MGM Grand. So we were in the Lazy River all afternoon. Went to, do y'all know Roy Choi?
Yeah.
He's like
from,
a chef.
Egg Slut.
What? No. Is he? Is he Egg Slut?
Yeah.
I know he's Kogi Tacos. He's got like a John Favreau. Like he was on the chef show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we went to the chef truck and
was
had
it Roy
Cubanos.
Choi or... No, that's not Roy Choi. That was...
You thinking Dave Chang?
Dave, yeah.
Okay, because he's got Egg Slut. I think it's next to Momofuku, so that would make sense. But we went to this place called what was it called? Sarah, help me out. Whatever. So we went to a Roy Choi place, and it was called Best Friends because it was like about him and John Favreau, I think. And it's like a little bar, and then you walk in, and they've got like a freezer, like like the little plastic things hanging, and you go back there, and it's like this whole big ass fucking restaurant. And man, that food was insane. Like these Korean Kogi tacos and then ramen. It was so good. It was great. So yeah, we just ate, drank, we found a cocktail bar in the MGM. Sarah found it on social media, like a little speakeasy, and they had fucking amazing cocktails. They were $25 a piece or something like that, but they were so good. And then we came back the next day. Super chill. I mean, we did drink a lot, and we were super sick still, but it was nice. We don't have any other trip planned for a while.
Did you put anything on black?
We did.
Oh, yeah.
She had never really done roulette, so we played some roulette. We both got up about $30 or $40 and then lost it all, as you do.
Yeah.
You just keep playing. So, I mean, we lost a total of $40. So,
that's nice.
Don't like to gamble too much. It was fun. It was good.
Hell yeah, brother.
Do we have anything else to go over?
Shout out to Teresa. Her birthday was last week.
Y'all got to go. I'm so sorry I didn't get to go. That's really what started, like when it started to get like sick and gross. But y'all went.
Yeah, it was a good time. We met up with a couple people over there. I ran into Tom and Joseph Neville's. He's got a show here in November. Mm-hmm. It's actually going to be over here at the plant nursery down over here by the new gym.
Is that the one where you said it's like Neville Day?
Yeah, Neville Day.
Neville.
Yeah,
with Neville.
Yeah. So it's going to be really cool. Shout out to Teresa. Happy birthday for that. The cupcakes were fucking delicious. Tom was great. Saw him over there with Catalina was with him. Edward Brown was there.
Nice, yeah.
So it was I finally met Amanda Victoria.
Okay, yeah, from Trend.
Yeah. She said I was the last Panther to meet because she already met you guys.
Yeah.
And so she was cool to talk to. It was a good time. Wish we were there longer, but
Yeah.
We gotta do something soon. Like,
yeah, I know.
I feel like it's been so long. Like I think the last thing we did was the pet adoption thing at Panther Island Brewing, right?
Yeah.
Where we had like all of our people. I feel like I haven't seen everybody in so long. It's been a while since I've seen Teresa. I haven't seen Andrew from Fort Worth Roots in a while. Like I feel like we haven't all gotten together in a while.
You know what? There are times where you really don't need to see too many people. But whenever we get together, like it's always a good time.
Yeah.
It's like a.
But we need to plan something.
I feel like it's like a family get together whenever we do because look, the summer was wild. We obviously had to engagement party. Yeah. What Christy's saying. Any plans for an engagement party?
Not yet, but I mean, Jordan brought that up too.
Chat's party.
Is that a thing that we should do? Like,
yeah, you're supposed to do that.
I mean, I like parties, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, why don't you rent a spot? Just rent a spot, Chad.
Just rent a spot. Cool. Yeah.
We'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. They got beer over there.
He's paid for expensive things. Just rent a spot. Yeah.
Just put it on a credit card. It's fine. No, I think
Chuck E. Cheese it is.
I think it was a wild summer, so we really haven't recorded much. I think here in the past 2 months we've fully done 2 episodes.
Right.
Us 3. So, I mean,
really since June, right? Like it's been June. Like
yeah, we're gonna have Hervey's got a good idea. It's Bucks.
Hey,
engagement party Bucks.
Hey.
I'm down for that, Daddy.
So yeah, we're going to be back on a regular rotation here every Wednesday. As you all know, we have changed our live nights, except for tonight, to Wednesday nights, and so that'll be more regularly. We're going to have more guests again. We're not going to get crazy like we did before.
Not like
we had a lot of guests. It's nice to just kind of hang out, but it's nice to have a guest every now and then too. So have some people on. And then we'll plan something where we'll invite everybody out soon. If not, we can do another adoption thing maybe for Christmas or something. Maybe
for Christmas, yeah.
Or maybe pick another charity and we do something for Christmas. But that wouldn't be a bad idea. Doing
Sarah's just down for Bucks. You saw it there.
Oh shit!
I'm sure it's just the engagement party, but she's saying she's down.
Let's
said Bucks.
Do it.
We're going to Bucks.
You heard it first here, everybody. I ruined her. All right. Anything else?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
What gets you going, sexually?
Where do I begin?
That would have been a good intro.
So okay, me and Tim are going to be at ACL this weekend. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go see a bunch
We're going to be broadcasting live down there. I hear.
Dude, I bet you wouldn't.
I bet we won't either.
I will. I'll do it.
I'll let you borrow the microphones
I'll
and everything.
fucking do it.
Do a little live stream.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, we'll see you again next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, whenever we finally get these schedules going. And we'll come up with some shit for everyone to come meet up.
At the very least, we could just do a meetup. Like, hey, we're going so-and-so on a Tuesday night or something like that and get out there.
Tip your bartenders really well.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with us for a very long time here on YouTube Live. The whole chat went nuts, so love to hear that. Love to see that. Shit, I can't even talk. Whatever. We'll see you next week.
Stay good.
Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
the Funky Panther!
So was that good enough?
Oh, man, my
So
dick
sad to
is
be
so
Tim.
hard.